Hi guys, welcome back to the baseline. Such a tough week, everyone. Charlie Kirk has passed away, but America, we still don't get it. Now, something is shifting right now. You can feel it in your chest, in the pit of your stomach, even if you can't name it or put your finger on it. It's like that quiet in the air before thunder rips in the sky, and the silence before the storm actually reminds you that the storm is already here. And this past week, it came in the form of a gunshot, guys. Utah Valley University. And Charlie Kirk, a tragedy. Now, before we go any further, let me be absolutely clear about this. Violence should never be accepted. It should never be tolerated. And the killing of Charlie Kirk is a tragedy and unacceptable. And then in this episode, it's not about celebrating or excusing it. It's about asking what kind of country produces moments like this again and again. Now, I want to remind you guys, I'm not a part of any team. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. But whether you loved Charlie or hated him or barely knew his name, here's what the truth is. His death isn't just about him. It's about us, about America, about the system that keeps rewarding noise over thought, certainty over honesty, and spectacle over justice. And if you think that's just some poetic line, let me tie it straight to your life. Because that system we're talking about is shaping your life, your liberty, and the pursuit of your own happiness. The future you're trying to build for yourself, for your kids, for your family. And here's the headline nobody wants to say out loud. Charlie Kirk didn't write the script. America did. And the same day Charlie was shot, 2 kids died in a school shooting. Same day, 2 different tragedies. Same system, same culture. So let's talk about the numbers, because in 2023, 46,728 Americans died by gunfire. That's the 3rd highest total ever recorded. Every 11 minutes, another life ends with a bullet. Now, let that land for just a second, because by the time you finish this video, at least 2 more people would have been gone. And of those deaths, more than 27,000 were suicides, nearly 18,000 were homicides, the rest, accidents, police shootings, undetermined incidences. And schools, since 2018, more than 230 school shootings with injuries or deaths. That's already 11 that's happened this year alone. And on the same day Charlie Kirk was shot, parents somewhere else were planning funerals for their children. And that's not coincidence. That's not an anomaly. That's the United States of America. Now, Jon Stewart recently did a brilliant job of painting all this in names, because numbers can feel distant, right? But if we put names to it, Sandy Hook, Uvalde, Parkland, El Paso, Aurora, Buffalo, Boulder, Highland Park, Monterey Park, San Bernardino, San Jose, the Pulse nightclub, Colorado Springs, the Borderline Bar in Thousand Oaks, Virginia Tech, UVA, MSU, UCSB, NIU, Sutherland Springs Church, Mother Emanuel Church in Charleston, Tree of Life Synagogue, the Allen Mall, Fort Hood, and that's not even half of it. That's just a fraction of the last 25 years or so. And yet, every time, the same response. Thoughts, prayers, outrage, silence, rinse, and repeat. And you know what I'm going to ask right now is, what are we doing? Honestly, I mean, what in the heck are we doing? Because here's the part nobody really says, right? We act like these tragedies are shocking, but they're not shocking. They're inevitable. Charlie Kirk wasn't chosen. He was inevitable. His killer wasn't chosen, just inevitable. The children in classrooms, the names on that list, inevitable. Because the system isn't broken. It's actually working exactly as it was designed. Now, I can already hear you guys pushing back, and you could be calling me names, you could be calling me dramatic. Or you could even think, hey, it's really not that deep. But if you think about it, really, I mean, if it's not that deep, why does this happen with this type of consistency? Why does America lead the developed world in gun deaths by a mile? Why are kids practicing active shooter drills before they know long division? That's not an accident. That's policy. That's our culture. That's profit. So let's try to reset just for a moment. Take a breath, because this is heavy stuff, right? Because America right now is like that friend who keeps burning the toast and then acting shocked when the fire alarm keeps going off. Oh my God, how could this happen again? It's like, hey, bro, you keep putting the bread in the oven at 500 degrees. I mean, at some point, it's not the bread, it's you. And that's us. We pretend we don't know why it keeps happening, but deep down we know. Because violence, United States violence in America, it's not the exception. It's the rule, it's the rhythm. It's the background music. Guns are the national soundtrack of the United States. And we're so used to it, we treat mass shootings like traffic reports. And while we argue left versus right, black versus white, gay versus straight, the system cashes in. Gun manufacturers get rich. Politicians fundraise off the blood of these people. Media outlets spin the narrative for ratings. CNN, Fox, MSNBC, they'll all package this tragedy, Charlie's tragedy, into their partisan storylines. One side will mourn him as a martyr. The other will whisper karma, but neither will ask the real question. Why does America keep producing this in the very first place? That's why we're all here, right? Because you already know the answer isn't simple. You already know the script runs deeper. And when you see through the script, you really can't unsee it. These questions, they start getting harder. And we all start asking those harder questions. You know, if Charlie Kirk was inevitable, well, then who's next? If the next school shooting is already inevitable, how many more names are we willing to add to that list? So here's the big reveal, right? Inevitability is not destiny. It only becomes destiny if we keep playing our part in this script. The moment we stop clapping for noise, stop mistaking applause for truth, stop treating spectacle as justice, that's the moment we start changing the ending. So let me leave you with this, okay? Charlie Kirk's passing is not just a tragedy. It's a mirror. And when we look into it, we have to decide, do we keep pretending this is normal? Do we keep acting shocked while feeding the machine that keeps us going? Or are we finally going to wake up? Because yes, the challenges are real. Yes, the culture is entrenched. But the fact that you're here, that we're here, the fact that we're seeing the script and that we're all asking this question, that makes us stronger and it makes us have the ability to make a change. All right, guys, so much stuff coming up. Stay awake, stay sharp, stick with me because the next chapter of all this, you'll want to be ready for it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next round, guys.